These are some more discontinued makeup brands that I wish would come back. Starting off with Miss Sporty. Miss Sporty was literally the OG. It was like my go-to high school makeup. They used to have their anti-blemish foundation and concealer stick. Their eyeliners are really, really good, and all round they were just really, really cheap. But unfortunately in 2018 they just left the shelves and haven't been back since. Next up is Cargo Cosmetics. So Cargo Cosmetics left at around 2021, I want to say. They had really, really good eyeshadow palettes. They're quite known for their eyeshadow palettes, and they also used to do like little blushes in tins. A lot of their packaging was either like tin or cardboard. They didn't really use much plastic, so they're very, very eco-friendly. But unfortunately they just sort of faded out of existence. They're not around anymore. The last time I saw them was years back in TK Maxx. I really, really do miss their products. I miss their eyeshadows. I felt like the formulas were also really, really good, and obviously I did really like the packaging. Next up is GlamGlow. So GlamGlow is one of those go-to brands in 2016. I feel like everyone was using them. They had that viral sort of glitter pore mask thing, which I don't think actually did anything. I did have their mud mask, which was really, really good for blemishes. I would say they were slightly overpriced for what they were. I didn't think the products were that good, but I feel like, again, that gimmicky vibe I kind of miss. And yeah, they've just not been around ever since. Their site, they're not taking any more orders. I think they're only taking orders from Amazon, so I don't know if they're just getting rid of old stock. But GlamGlow have been gone for quite a while now, and to be honest, I don't really think anyone has missed them. There's a lot better skincare options on the market. We then have Freedom. I used to be obsessed with Freedom. I think they're part of like Makeup Revolution now. They give very, very similar vibes. But I had so many of the Freedom eyeshadow palettes. They used to have the ones with like the rectangles in and then the little circles in. And again, the formulas were so, so good. They were so creamy and really, really high quality. And I think I remember the palettes being no more than £6. But I have not seen Freedom Cosmetics in absolute years now. They have basically just gone. I'm sure they're part of Makeup Revolution. They are so similar, and their branding and packaging was all very, very basically the same. So let me know if you know anything about Freedom Cosmetics, but I loved their products, and yeah, I wish I'd come back so I could try them again. Finally, we have Too True. They used to have the most basic packaging you could ever ask for. I'm not gonna lie, the product was actually all right on the inside, but I just remember everything just being so like very, very basic, straight to the point. Here's makeup, job done. I remember I think I had one of their BB creams, which I really, really liked, and they also had loads of like glimmer lipsticks and lip pencils, as that was all the craze back then. Again, I don't really remember them going, and I've not really missed them, but it's just, again, one of those like nostalgic brands that I just remember growing up with. I don't think they're missed again by anyone, but they were like an OG high school brand, and I kind of just want to play around with their products. Let me know if there's any other brands that you can think of. These are just a few that I remember using back in high school, and are there any specific products that you particularly miss?